Aliens. Are they among us? Have they built some of the world's greatest monuments? Or at least help us build our modern civilization? And more importantly, are some of them being held at Area 51? Let's see if we can answer the questions on this week's show. So join me on this journey across the galaxy. And let's get real.
Thoughts,
Facts.
ideas.
Let's get real.
What up, everybody? My name is Abby Schlupp, and welcome to Let's Get Real, the only show on the internet where you get this terrible Disney impression. There ain't nothing but a hound dog rocking on the spot. There ain't nothing but a hound dog, and you ain't no friend of mine. In case you didn't know what that movie was, that was from 2002's Lilo and Stitch. And I feel old just saying that because I was 5 when that movie came out. And that was my favorite movie of all time. Still is, believe it or not. I would first like to thank Alex and Christy for making the theme song for this show. You'll be hearing that from now on. I would also like to thank Alex for hosting last week's show. It was quite interesting when I heard it over, and I gotta say, sink separated from the toilet in a completely different room? Yeah, I just don't see that happening in Canada anytime soon. It just feels out of this world. In case you didn't get that pun, this week we'll be talking about aliens. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the spaceship ride.
Let's get real.
So, I was looking up stuff for this episode when I came across a 2003 article claiming that, and I kid you not, aliens are causing global warming. And it's just like, really? Because the last time I checked, it's our nuclear plants, the amount of fossil fuels we use. Yeah, that's causing global warming. I want to start off with the hot topic of right now, Area 51. I think we all know that Facebook event where it's like, Area 51, let's storm it. They can't catch us. I just want to note, and I literally put this in my show notes, saying that the guy who created this event, Matty Roberts, he kind of made it as a joke, you know? It's not real. Nobody's actually going to storm Area 51. Except for the few extremists. Because, yes, there are extremists. Anyways, according to the research I've done, Area 51 is an American Air Force base located approximately 241 kilometers from Las Vegas, Nevada. You know what this reminds me of? A certain Elvis song. I think we all know the one. This bright city's gonna set my soul, gotta set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting up there, and they're all living devil may care. And I'm just a devil with love to spare. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva! Viva Las Vegas! It is believed by conspiracy theorists that it holds extraterrestrial life and UFOs, unidentified flying objects. And there may be a possible raid this month on the extremists, as I talked about earlier. And if you actually go near the Air Force Base, you can get fined $600 in American or $798.08 in Canadian money. Yeah, could you imagine crossing over the border being like, okay, ma'am, how much did you spend this month in your trip to Las Vegas? Oh, I spent about over 2,000. All that on gambling? No, 600 of that was on the fact that I went near the Area 51 base. Oh, and you paid that fine? Yeah, I mean, it's either that or get shot. I mean, hey, I don't want to get shot here. Do you want me to get shot? Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good here. Okay. Go ahead, ma'am. Welcome back to Canada. The guards there are allowed to use deadly force, FYI, if need be, but they just call local police, you get the fine, and it's like slap and wrist. And yet, if I were to go near our equivalent of Area 51, I would honestly have gotten shot down right there because Canada. We have secrets too. Lots of secrets. Now, I'm not making this podcast to only talk about Area 51, so I'm gonna dig a little deeper into some more conspiracies and ancient alien things. You know, like that show with the guy with the massive hair and he's always going, aliens. No, just me. I'm the only one who gets that meme. That's a dead meme, anyways. The National Geographic is pretty useful when it comes to this stuff, so I'll put a link to the article below. Now I'm going to discuss 6 earthly sites that have been believed to be made by aliens. Now, I say earthly because everybody's like, well, there's a 7th one here in this article, and it's talking about the face on Mars. Yes, I don't have an explanation for that, but I'm saying earthly because there's kind of an explanation for some of these, not all of these. So, let's dig a little deeper into this and let me try to explain how these sites were actually made other than aliens. Like, ooh, aliens. Aliens made these. Now, the first site I will be discussing, I'm sure, is one of the most known in both the modern and the ancient world, the Egyptian pyramids. So, if you don't know what they are, they're these giant pyramids in Egypt. They're ancient. Self-explanatory, really. I don't know why I'm explaining this. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you learned something new today. Hey, I don't judge. I just point and laugh. So, the Egyptian pyramids are the most famous ancient Egyptian structure located in Giza, Egypt. And I know this has been built by human hands. It's just not exactly sure how these have been built. But conspiracy theorists believe that, aliens came down, they sort of constructed them. Others believe that these were actually alien satellites hidden within the pyramids. And the government was just hiding the fact that they were built by aliens by saying, oh, humans built them. The second site I want to discuss is Stonehenge, because it's one of Earth's greatest mysteries, being located in Salisbury, UK, approximately 2.5 hours away from London. It's not exactly sure how it was built, per se, so for all we know, it could have been built by aliens, and the conspiracy theorists are right, but yeah, unfortunately, there's no explanation on why aliens would come down and build this stuff when They could have just introduced us to technology right then and there during the ancient times and be like, here, go nuts. I mean, we'd be so much further advanced if they did that. Anyways, so it's not exactly sure how it was built, but what we do know is that it aligns with the stars, the eclipses, both summer and winter solstices, and it's pretty much been aligned with all of that, but we're not exactly sure how it got built. And from what I know, from seeing it, it's like, how were they able to make the technology of being built back in during around the Stone Age? I mean, maybe some guy decided to be like, hey, I'm gonna screw up my billion times great grandchildren and I'm gonna build this thing just for shits and giggles. I mean, that could happen. That could have been the reason why it was built. Just to screw with our heads. Kind of reminds me of the Nazca lines that we're going to discuss about right now. Approximately 322 kilometers away from the Peruvian capital Lima in the Nazca Desert. I can't say this. I'm sorry. I am completely sorry. I am a freaking Canadian white chick trying to pronounce this stuff, so sorry. Anyways, it was made up of more than 800 straight lines, 300 geometric shapes, and 70 animal figures, including, I think it was an eagle I saw in there, a spider, a monkey. It was just wild. From the Google images I saw. Yeah, I cannot think of an explanation on that. It's also one of Earth's greatest mysteries as well. And I'm looking at this thing, it's like, okay, I mean, yes, there's gotta be an explanation on how this was built, but guys, it could have been aliens. Or there's no way this was naturally made. Let's just say that. Like I said, maybe somebody decided to screw us over all those years ago and all those millennium ago. Millennium. All that millennium ago, somebody decided, time to screw somebody over in the near future. Or far future. You never know. For all we know, we could die tomorrow and nobody would even know we were here. Let's just mess up people's minds. Okay, let's do a straight line from here to there. Let's put a spider here. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Can't wait. Yay. So the next one we're gonna talk about is called and I'm so sorry for butchering this, the Sacsayhuaman. And this was built outside of the Inca capital of Cusco, Peru. It was chiseled and stacked together. According to Wikipedia, this thing is a structure of some sort, chiseled and stacked together. Yes, I've done my research. I just have no idea how to put that into words. So I should have just called this show Let's Get Idiot. Let's listen to the idiot. There we go, there's the new show. Now, speaking of structures and all that fun jazz, Easter Island, another one of Earth's greatest mysteries. Located west of South America's mainland, part of and these figures were made for unknown reasons. Like I said earlier, somebody could have just decided to screw us over. Put those up there for shits and giggles. You know those figures that go in the Night of Museum? Hey, Gum Gum, give me Gum Gum. No? Just me? Anywho, let's talk about this last one before I burst my brain open. Teotihuacan? I am so sorry for butchering this. Please, if you know the right pronunciation, let me know in the comments. I am so sorry. It is located 48.4 kilometers northeast of Mexico City And the technology used is believed to be far too advanced for pre-Aztec Mexico. Now, there could easily be a good explanation on how this city was built. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. Maybe they're much more advanced than we thought, or, maybe you're right. Maybe it has been built by aliens. I doubt it. Like I said, if aliens wanted to help us, they would have just given us the technology themselves. Pretty much what I would have done if I took off in a spaceship, went to another land, they're far less advanced. It's like, here, have a cell phone. Go nuts. Build your society. Build. I now claim this land to be Abitopia. Here you will worship the god Abacus. And she is all great and powerful and not stupid at all. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. God. Did you know that the Vatican has their own astronomer? I'm going to show you a clip from the Vatican's astronomer who actually believes there might be something up there, but he's not exactly quite sure.
In a universe so big, huge, I would say, as the one where we live, with 100 billion of galaxies, with each galaxy with 100 billion of stars. Probably with many of these stars having planets, it could be possible that life could evolve as the way we know on Earth.
I'm going to do a brief discussion on the Heaven's Gate cult. Now, they only have 2 surviving members of that cult, and looking into them a bit, they sort of put their religious beliefs around UFOs, the fact that Jesus was an alien, and T and Do were actually God and Jesus, and they came down to Earth to do a mission in the 1920s, and yeah, it's sort of complicated, and we'll do a future episode on that. So, do aliens exist? I would have to say that's really up to you. I personally believe that there may be a possibility of life existing outside our planet. Again, this is just my belief. I'm one of those people who are open-minded about the possibility, but not to the point where I'd be disappointed if it turns out that Earth is the only planet with a life form on it. Maybe aliens are hiding somewhere because they saw Earth wherever they are and gave it a huge nope to showing up for, because, well, I guess they saw how we wreck our planet and they're like, yeah, no, not worth it. Not worth our time. Maybe some other time, when you clean up your act. I don't know. Maybe we'll never know. Next week we'll actually be doing a episode to see how well my parents know me. So you'll be hearing from Mama and Papa Schlupp. This should be interesting. Do they know me? Or do they not? And which parent knows me better? Find out next week on Let's Get Real. So, until next time, listeners, keep your eyes opened wide and your mind opened wider. Bye now.
Thoughts.
Facts. Ideas.
Ideas.
Let's get real.